We will be starting very soon, so just be patient. Should be starting very soon. And that is the official start of the game. So the Westland Wildcats today will be going against Matter. So right now it looks like they're just setting up right now to start the game. And it looks like the Wildcats will be starting off with the first set. And that was an out on the Wildcats. So right now the scoreboard is 0-1. The Matter right now has 1 point because the Wildcats had made an out, so that is constitute a point. So that was an out, so now the Wildcats get a point. So now the current score is 2 for the Wildcats and 1 for Matter. Number 1 serves. It's caught by Matter. Number 7, nope. Number 1 tries to save it. But number 3 also tries to save it, but it also went out. So now Matter has another point. So it's 2-2 right now. A very nice something happened there. So now the score is 3-2. 3 for the Wildcats and 2 for Matter. Number 5 tries to serve, but not hitting over the net. He hit the net, so that is a point for Matter. So now the score is 3-3. Matter's number 0 is serving. It comes to number 5. Number 5 almost pelts it to the roof. Number 2 gets it. Then number 3 has it and throws it over the net. 30. Number 2 from Matter tries to get it, but then it also hits the net. So now the Wildcats have 4 points and Matter has 3 points. I can't read the number. It looks like 40. Nope. 40. Now they're ready to serve. It looks like 47 will be serving. It hits over the net. Number 8 catches it on 0 from the Matter side. But it goes over the net, so then number 22 tries to throw it over the net back to Matter, but it goes too low and he did not catch it, so it fell to the floor and gave Matter a point to 4-4. Matter just served, but then it got too low to the floor. Number 47 tries to sweep to the floor to get it, but it's too late and it hits the floor. So now it's 4-5. Matter gets another point because number 3 did not hit it so close into the middle, but hit it so far to the right that it went out. The Wildcats get another point. So right now the score is 5-6. Matter being in the lead with only 1 more point. Westland serves. Matter catches it. Matter tries to save it, but they did not get it because it went too far out of the line, but then it went down to the floor when they tried to serve it over the net. It hits the net, so now the Wildcats have another point. Now the score is even, 7-7. There is a substitution made on the Westland side, number 45 for number 8, Alexander Prieta. There's a substitution made on the Matter side, number 13 for number 2. But it hits the net when they try to serve. So the Westland Wildcats get another point. So now the score is 8-8. Westland serves, does a good serve, in my opinion. Matter doesn't make it over the net, hits the net. So Westland gets another point, making the score 9-8. Feel free to leave a comment in the chat, and we can answer any of your questions. Or if you want to just cheer on your team, you can do so. Now the score is 10-8. The Westland Wildcats have 10 points and Matter has 8. Matter scrambling, trying to get the ball out of their area and try to get it to the Wildcat side. They finally does do it. Westland doesn't take a sweat and tries to get it over the net as fast as they can. Matter gets a point because I don't know, because I couldn't see the referees right in my line of vision. So right now the score is 10-9. Westland Wildcats being in the lead. Now the score is tied. Matter got another point, so now the score is 10-10. Matter serves. Number 8 catches their serving to number 3, to number 2. Number 2 over the net. 13 tries to get it from Matter. Also 9, then 0. Number 47 looks like they almost saved it, but I couldn't see, but it may have fallen to the floor. So Matter gets another point, making the score 10-11. The ball went out, so Matter gets another point, 10-12. I am not too sure, Eternal Outlaw. I think the max score per set is 25 points. I'm not too sure. I will have to ask one of my advisors. That was a good question. It looks like one of the teams called a timeout. I couldn't see which one. There you go, Steve, Mr. Rodriguez, for setting the record straight. Yes, it's 1 to 4 sets that go up to 24 points, and the last set, number 5, goes up to 15 points if we make it that far. We have 5 seconds left on the clock for the timeout, and it should be ringing in 1 second. That was the end of the timeout, so now they're resetting to continue the match. So Matter serving, number 3 from Matter serving, shoots it over the net to number 2 on our side. A lot of scrambling from our side, but then we finally get over the net. Number 5 tries to strike it to the Matter side, but shoots it too far and makes it an out. So now the score is 11-13, Matter being in the lead with 13 points. Westland serves. Don't know what happened, but Westland got another point, so that's good. So now the score is 12-13. Matter still being in the lead. Westland serves right into the middle of Matter's area. Oh. A lot of a lot of twirling happening here. It kind of went really fast from the Westland side, and Matter got another point because of that. So now the score is 12-14. Matter gets it over the net. Westland trying to get it over the net in a sharp angle so that Matter cannot get the ball and give them a point. Number 2 from our side gets it over the net. Again, not sure what's happening, but another point was given to Westland, so now the score is 13-14. It looks like number 45, when he was trying to tip the ball over the net, went out when he was trying to tip it over. So it looks like it gave Matter another point. So now the score is 13-15. Matter being in the lead. Matter just served to Westland. A nice dive from number 3, trying to get the ball back up so that the Westland Wildcats could get it over the net. Westland serves. Number 47, trying to get it back up. Number 45 trying to strike the ball to the ground so that they can't catch it. But it was about maybe 5 inches away from the line beyond the out point. So they did not get that point. Number 2 from our side serving. He hits it right into the middle of the Matters area. But can't see his jersey yet. Number 9 fails to get it over the net. So it hit the net instead and gave a point to Westland. So now the score is 16-16. I just answered your question and turn it all up. The score right now is 16-16. Now 16-17. Now, Westland got a point because I think the serve hit the net, so that's another point. So now the score is 17-17, an equal tie between both teams. Westland serves over the net. Matter trying to get it over the net. Matter hits too strong, gets it out, away from Westland's area, so then it gives them a point. Westland now has 18 points, and Matter has 17 points. It looks like the timeout was called from the Matter side, so now Westland gets to have a little bit of timeout as well, so they can regroup and talk about their plan. Both teams have a minute to discuss in their timeout. Five more seconds left on the clock till the timeout is over. And 1 second more. And now we're back in play. waiting for the referee to tell number 8 to start serving. So number 8 starts to serve. He serves to about the middle left of Matter's area. Number 2 from Matter tries to be cool and tries to get the ball as close to the net as possible so that Westland cannot have time, doesn't have time to get the ball, but that doesn't work in their favor. So now Westland has 20 points and Matter has 17. Thank you, Mr. Compsong. I know my voice not so good, but your voice is better. But I shall do my job. So now, Westland Wildcats have 21 points, and Matter still has 17 points. Matter, that was a good call by the Westland Wildcats. The ball was really close to the net, so one of our Wildcats tapped it back down to the floor, so it constitutes them getting a point because the Matter did not get it fast in time. And this happens again, but with the serve. The serve goes over the net, but the person trying to get the serve goes too low and doesn't get the ball in time. And the serve happens. But number 2 from the Matter side doesn't get it. Number 2 from the Matter side gets it too close to the edge, so when Westland so it landed on the out. So that's why now Westland has 24 points and Matter has excuse me. The Westland Wildcats have 25 points and Matter has 17 points. If you care to take a look on our athletics page, Westland_athletics, we have a promotional video of our boys volleyball team. So go give them a like and give them a comment, see what you like about the video. It really helps us all out when people participate in what we all do. Yes, Mr. Konsusonga, in my professional opinion. Sorry, miscorrection. So 40 seconds left on the clock till I think we start a new set. Sorry, Mrs. Coutinho, I'm not that good at volleyball. Or really any other sport because I don't play any of them. So that was the bell. So both teams get back on to the court. It looks like while we get the team set up, we're waiting on the scoreboard to reset. So now the board is reset to 0-0 for our second set. So Matter starts, looks like, I thought Matter starts off, I think. Wasn't paying attention there. A lot of scrambling from both teams trying to get the ball over to the opponent's side. Westland tries to smack the ball down, but I think it hits a person, so it goes out. So now Matter has 1 point. Matter serves, comes to number 5, then to number 3, then almost to the floor on Matter's area, but doesn't. So now it's back on Westland. A good save from number 5. 45 got it over the net. Now we're seeing what Matter does. Another point was given to Matter. So now the score is 0-2, Matter being in 2 points. Yes, Mr. Concepcion. Thank you to Officer Suarez for providing security for today's volleyball match. He's a very good officer. So now Westland has a point. So now the score is 1-2. Number eight serves. It goes really low to the ground, so it becomes a point. So now the score is 2-2. Now we are tied. Number 8 serves again, but making it too far, probably like 5 inches from the line. So it gives Matter a point to number 3 to 3, and now Matter serves. So the score is 2-3. Westland gets it over the net, and it hits the floor on the Matter's side. So now the score is 3-3, tied again. Looks like number 5. I think, nope, not number 5. A different number that I can't see. Tries to serve over the net, but is too low and hits the net. And that is a point for Matter. So now Matter gets to serve. Matter serves. Number 2 catches that serving. Number 5 trying to hit it over the net with a spike, but does not get it over and hits the net. So now Matter has another point and another shot serving. Matter trying to get it over, and they finally do. Matter really far away from the net, gets it over the net, and Westland does not anticipate that, so it hits the floor. So now the score is 3-6. Matter being in the lead with 6 points. Westland gets a point. Excuse me, Matter gets a point. So now the score is 3-7. Matter started a new serve, and now Westland gets a point because the ball went out to the right side, or left side, whatever you want to call it. Yeah, I don't know those terms, Mr. Concession. These are just words coming out of my head. Trying to make the live more interesting. A really, I'd say, ugly fall by number 3, trying to get the ball, but proven unsuccessful because number 13 doesn't get it over the net. So now the score is 5-7. Now Westland serves over the net. Number 30 from Matter tries to throw it over the net, but hits net instead. So that gives Westland another point. So now the score is 6-7. That was a nice save from number 5. Westland has served. Number 12 hit over the net, really low to the net. So then number 5 got a good serve at it and hit it over the net and just in time. And then Matter, at the end of that set, serving, hits it way too far out of Westland's reach. So it gives Westland a point. So now the score is 7-7. Number 5 tries to get it over the net, but is shy away from the net just a little bit and kind of curves back into Westland's side. So it gave Matter another point to number 8 and makes Matter serving. Number 22 tries to save it, but since he touched the ball when he was on the outside of the area of his side, that gives Matter a point because that's considered an out. So Matter serving. Thank you, Mr. Rodriguez. I was waiting for somebody to say that. It is very useful, Mr. Compton, but you're not here, so sorry. Now the score is 8-9. Matter being in the lead. Westland, number 5, serves. Number 30 gets it from Matter to 0 to number 2. Then it goes to Westland. Number 2 is trying to get it. Then number 5 gets it over the net. Number 3 from Matter gets it over the net back. And now 22 gets it over the net from Westland side. It's just going back and forth right now. But then when Westland tried to hit it over the net, Matter was really close to the net, so it smacked it right back down, kind of like a spike, to the floor, and Westland did not anticipate that, so it gave Matter another point, making the score 8-10 and Matter serving. Number 2 from the Westland side hits the ball over the net, but hits it way too far to the right corner where that lady is standing from the Matter side and makes it an out. So it gives Matter another point, making it 11. So the score right now is 8-11. Number 45 hits it way too far past Matter's side, so it gives them another point, making the score 8-12. Right now, timeout has been called. It looks like on the Westland side, so we await to see what happens. Timeout is over, so now both teams return back to the court. Matter's going to be starting serving. Matter serves. It goes really close to the net, but doesn't make it. So it does go to Westland side, and then it goes back to the Matter side. Just going back and forth, really, on both sides. But Matter gets a point, so the score is 8-13. Westland shoots way too far, so it makes it an out. And the score right now is 8-14. Matter being in the lead. Number 47 shoots too far, makes it an out, and gives Westland another point, making it 8-15. Matter serving. That's A-okay, Mr. Crimson. That's why other people got you. Right now, Westland is serving. The score right now is 9-15. It gets to Matter side, really close to the roof lamp, the roof light, but then Matter hits the net. So it gives Westland another point, making it 10-15. I did learn this from you. The ball is still in play in volleyball, so even if it hits the roof or hits one of the things across the roof, the ball's still in play. So they just have to wait for the ball to come back down. Number 1 from Matter pulling off a quick trick, getting the ball back down when Weston's trying to hit it over their net. So it hits the floor and gives Matter another point, making it 10-16. Matter serves, but then it gets too far out. So then it gives Westland a point, making it 11-16. And number 2 from Westland serves. A very hard hit from number 2, almost missing the net, but it doesn't, and they kept going back and forth. But then ultimately Matter fails, so then it gives Westland a point. So now it is 12-16. Westland serves, but then looks like number 3 hits it too high. It starts swirling backwards and goes right then behind them before the ending of the line. So it gives Westland a point and makes it 13-16. Yes, you're right, Mr. Crimson Strong. Set number 1 goes to Westland. They won it with 25 points. Right now we're in set 2. The score right now is 13 Westland, 17 Matter. Matter serves. It goes to Matter side, but then it goes. I think number 3 hits it too far diagonally, and it hits the bench of recorders. So that gives Westland a point, making it 14-17. Number 13. Number 13 from Matter tries to hit it backwards, but it hits the net. So then when they receive the ball, a commotion had occurred. So now, right now, both teams are in timeout. Yes, Mr. Crozes Young is also right. Usually in pre-COVID times, they would switch sides after every set, but they don't do that now because of COVID and COVID restrictions. So they stay on their side. Yes, you are right, Mr. Crozes Young. Thank you to Quill and Scroll for providing this live stream, which I am a part of, and I am one of the vice presidents. So we provide these live streams for you guys at home that can't go to the game because of COVID restrictions and interrupted by the bell, and the district not letting spectators into every game. So we do these live streams for you guys. Westland serves. Matter tries to throw it over the net, but hits way under the net. So it gives Westland a point, making the gap between Westland and Matter very close, making it 16-17. Westland serves again. Couldn't see the number from Matter. Looks like he dropped the ball or something, and gives Westland a point. So now the gap is closed, and they are tied 17-17. Number 6 from Matter dropped the ball. And the same thing happens to Westland. The ball gets really close. They try to get on the floor to get it, but too many people get on the floor, and it eventually just gets out. So now the gap is reopened, and the score is 17-18. Now the score is 17-19. Matter starts serving, and it's just going right now between both sides of the net. But alternately, Westland strikes it to the ground, so Matter loses the ball and gives it to Westland now. So now the score is 18-19. That is true, Mr. Rodriguez. I hope we do continue this after the COVID restrictions have been lifted. It is a very good opportunity for people who can't make it to the game because they live too far away or their job is too far away and they can't make it. It really does help the people who don't like sports get to see either their nephew or their child or whatever, see them in their competing game. So now the score is 19-19. They have closed the gap, so Westland gets the ball. Almost missing the net. It rolls over the net, and Matter does not get it. So now the score is 20-19. Unironically, the score is 20, and Matter has 19. Now the score becomes 21-19. It would have been funny if Matter had gotten another point and would have made the tie 2020, a year we all wish not to have seen. But Westland gets the point instead. So the score becomes 21-19. Westland serves. Matter throws it way too far out. So now the score becomes 22-19. Westland serving. A nice spike from Westland. I don't know actually what's happening there. Westland serves. And it becomes an out on Matter, so it looks like Westland will get another point. Now the score is 24-19. Really close for Westland to winning this other set. Yes, Mr. Corpusong, that is very funny. Just too much mustard on that serve. So it looks like Westland gets the final point of the set. So set 2 is finished. So right now Westland has 2 sets in their favor and Matter has 0. The score for this set 2 is 25-20. So we're going to have a special performance from our dance troupe, our Wildcat dance troupe, and let's take a look. A very lovely performance from our Westland dance troupe. Eternal Outlaw, that was our Westland dance troupe. They had done a performance for between one of the 2 sets. Right now, currently, Isabella Jimenez, we are in set 3. Yes, Mrs. Comes Strong, we have, to win the match, you only need 3 sets in your favor. But if both teams do not get 3 sets, like back to back to back, then they go up to 5 sets. And we will be back in now. Westland serves. It goes to Matter, about mid of Matter's area. Matter tries to go to the net, but hits the net, and that gives Westland 1 point. So the score is 1-0 of set number 3. Westland just needs to win this set, and the match will be over. Matter gets it to the net, and then one of our Westland Wildcats gets the ball, but it looks like he was on the outline. So that gave Matter 1 point. So now the score is 1-1, and Matter serves. It looks like it was going to hit the net, but went over the net. So now Westland's trying to get it over the net, and it does. So Matters tries to get it back, but strikes too hard and goes past Westland's area. So that gives Westland Wildcats another point, making the score 2-1. Westland serves. A nice block by number 47 on Westland's side. Looks like number 11 was going to try to spike it, but number 47 blocked it, so then it hit the floor back on Matter's side. So it gave Westland 1 more point, making it 3-1, and number 1 serves on Westland. Nice, powerful serve. Going back and forth between both teams. Number 5 hits it just too hard and makes it an out. Matter serving, but hits the net. So that gives Westland another point, making it 4-2. Number 45 hits the net instead of going over the net, so that gives Matter another point. Making them serve, and the score is 4-3. Matter serves, but hits the net instead. So now the score is 5-3 because they hit the net. And now number 47 serves from our side, Westland. Number 2 kind of spikes it over the net, but not really. Westland wasn't paying attention, so it hit the floor. So that gives Matter another point, making it 5-4. And now another point goes to Westland because Matter hit it too far. Making it 6-4. And a nice successful spike by number 1, I think. He spikes it right just before the outline, so gives Westland a point, makes it 7-4. A point given to Westland because Matter hit the net. When trying to get it over the net, hit back at the net. So now it makes it 8-4. Westland is really making this gap getting way bigger, way larger. So let's try to keep it that way, but they did not, and they're not successful. So it makes the score 8-5 because they served it out. So now Matter gets the ball. Just about to hit the net, but doesn't. It kind of goes right out. Number 5 takes it back to Matter, and then after a little while, Matter loses it, and Westland taps the ball back to their side. It hits the floor and gives Westland another point, making it 9-5. That serve was just a little bit too out on the side, so Matter did not go for it, making that an out. So Westland saves 9 points, and Matter gains a point, making it 6. And Matter serves. Westland hits the net, so trying to return the ball back to Matter. So it gives them another point, making it 9-7, and Matter serving. A nice spike by number 5. It's right just before the corner of out, the corner before the out. So it gives Westland 10 points, making the score 10-7. Number 0 does a spike from Matter side, does a spike to the corner on Westland side. Number 8 trying to get it, but it's too late, and it hits the floor. So it gives Matter another point, making the score 10-8, and Matter serves. Nice save from number 2 from hitting the floor. Number 5 goes for that shot-winning spike again, but it does not hit the floor. It goes to a person's hands, and it goes back to their side. Number 0 for Matter just puts a little bit too much pressure on that ball, and it makes it go way too far out. So it gives Westland another point. And makes the score 11-8. Westland serves. But the ball went a lot around Matter's area, going from one side to another side, trying to get it back to Westland. But it ultimately hits the floor, giving Westland a point, making it 12-8, and Westland serves. But Westland hits the net instead, so that goes back at them and gives Matter one more point, making the score 12-9. The gap is ever so slightly getting closer. The referee tells the server to pause for a moment because there was a substitution, number 1 for number 12, and the serve continues for Matter. A powerful serve from number 0. Excuse me. It goes a little too far out, almost hitting Miss Gonzalez, one of our Spanish teachers, and she was very frightened, but it does not. Fortunately, it does not hit Miss Gonzalez. So the score changes to 13-9, and Westland serves. Number 45 tries to get a spike over the net, but does the spike a little too late when coming back down to the floor and hits the net. So that gives Matter one more point, making the score 13-10, and they serve and they go off. Now Westland has the ball, and then number 30 for Matter loses control and makes it go out. So that gives a point to Westland, making the score 14-10. Number 47 serves the ball from Westland. And I didn't quite see what happened because I was looking at your guys' comments, but Westland gets another point, making the score 15-10. So number 45 is going to serve again for Westland. He serves, but just a little bit too out, so it gets a point to Matter, making the score 15-11. A long serve from number 11, and again, it goes to Westland, and then it comes back to Matter, but the person trying to get the ball loses control, and it goes too far back and makes it an out. So that changes the score to 15-11. Yes, Mr. Scripps is showing 10 more points until victory. Westland only needs 10 more points to win the set, and with the 3 sets and the 2 sets they've already won, that ends the match. They finally had changed the scoreboard. Westland was supposed to get 16-11, but then they didn't change it and it stayed 15-11. But now they've already changed it, and Matter gets another point, making it 16-12. Matter serves. A powerful spike by number 1, but I think it really does backfire at them. No, it doesn't. Matter misses it and gives them another point, so it makes it 17-12. Number 8 from our side tries to spike it, but gets it too far out, so it gives them Matter another point, making the score 17-13. Or not. Okay, I'm a little lost. Sorry. The score right now is 18-12. The score right now is 18-13. So right now Matter is serving, number 13 for Matter. He serves a pretty good serve. A very hard spike by number 5. Doesn't really do them justice. It gives Matter another point. So now the score is 18-14, and Matter serves. Another point to Matter, making the score 18-15, and Matter serves once more. Number 13 for Matter. Another point was given to Matter. So the Westland Wildcat coach calls a timeout. Right now, the score stands at 18-16. With 5 more seconds left on the clock, they set back up and waiting for that to ring again. Matters number 13 is going to serve. Gets to serve about mid of the area of Westland. A very powerful trying to spike over by number 1, but fails. Gives Matter another point, making the score 18-17. Matters. Westland is really giving Matter the closing of the gap. Westland needs to tighten up so that they can get ahead and not Matter. Westland also gives them another point, making the score 18-18. Westland's Matters number 13 serves again. Number 5 does that powerful spike down again, and it actually works in their favor this time and hits the floor. So it gives them a 1-point gap, making Westland 19 and Matter 18. Number 3 from Westland serves. And couldn't tell. Maybe it was number 11 from Matter. Spikes it way too hard. Gives Westland a point. So now the score is 20-18. Very close to the end. Number 30 also spikes it out really far, really powerful. So it gives Westland another point, making the score 21-18. And number 3 from Westland serves again. Number 3 from Westland spikes but makes it an out, so that gives Matter 1 more point, making it 21-19 and giving them the power to serve. But instead of 13 serving this time, it's number 3 serving for Matter this time. The score right now, Westland gives them a point, make the score 21-20, and Matter serves again. Wrong mistakes from Westland today right now. The score becomes 21-21. We only have 4 more points to see who wins the set. Let's see which team gets those 4 points. Number 5 fails to make the powerful strike worthy and makes the score 21-22. So right now, Matter's in the lead and closest to winning the set. If they do win the set, then Westland has to do another set, which Matter gives a really low ball to Westland, and number 2 not being able to throw it back up gives them a point. A timeout is called from Westland. So right now the score stands 21-23. Matter only needs 2 more points to win the set, and Westland needs 4 points to win the set. I'm sorry, 2 points for Matter and 4 points for Westland. Yes, it was a very good call to stop the play from happening, Mr. Rodriguez. It was a very good timeout, very positioned well. We're back in play with Matters number 3 serving. And Westland makes a point, breaking that streak of Matter scoring. So now the score is 22-23. Westland finally gets to serve. I hope they put somebody to serve who gets it over that net and makes it easy for them to get those last 3 points they need. Another point given to Westland for Matter because Matter wasn't successful in throwing the ball over the net. So now the score is tied 23-23. Both teams only need 2 points to win the set. Westland serves. Matter gives Westland another point, making 24-23. Westland in the lead. Westland only needing 1 more point to win the set and to win the match. Yes, Mr. Scrumptus Young, Westland needs to keep pushing to get that last point they need. Because if they don't, then Matter will get the points and they will need to do another set, which could be tiring on both teams trying to get the set. Westland fails to get the ball over the net, so it makes the score 24-24. Both teams only need 1 more point to win the set. Westland needs this point even more because with this last point, they win the set and they win the game. Matter only wins the set. Yes, Mr. Song, they must go for 26 that I just realized. Westland gave them the ball 25, but then number 22 fails to get it over the net and gives Matter 26 points. So now Westland has to play another set to see if they would win the match. So this will be the 4th set of this match. Right now, Westland having 2 sets in their favor and Matter having 1. 13 seconds left till we start set 4, sorry. So now we are starting set 4. Yes, Mr. Rodriguez, that is very funny. Rodriguez is a very common last name. It is very funny to see how many Rodriguezes we can rack up on this live stream. Matter will start serving. Number 13 for Matter. Now the ref allows for... Not quite yet. No, actually, yeah. The ref allows for serving to begin. Westland almost tumbling upon each other. Gets it over the net. Then Matter takes it back. But I think it was number 12 or number 13 from Matter does a powerful strike over the net and hits an out. So that gives Westland 1 point, making it the score 1-0. And number 3 from Westland serve. The ball goes to Westland. A commotion up happens, but Matter gets a point from it, so the score is now 1-1. Matter serves with number 3 this time. Westland saving the ball from falling to the floor. Now goes over to Matter. Let's see what they do. Number 2 gets it to the front of Westland's side, but then number 2 taps it in and gives Westland a point, making the score 2-1. And number 1 from Westland will be serving. He does a long serve. Number 30 trying to do a powerful strike over the net, but hits the net instead, giving Westland another point, making the score 3-1, and number 1 serving again from Westland. Number 5 getting over the net from Westland. But then number, 0 from Matter tips it right over the net and makes it hit the floor. So that gives Matter 1 point, making the score 3-2. And Matter serves with number 30 this time. Number 30 doesn't do a good serving, makes it an out. So that gives Westland 1 more point. Never mind. Does not give Westland another point. Gives Matter another point. Now this turn it gives Westland a point, making the score 4-3. Number 5 will be serving for Westland. Does a powerful serve. Number 9 does the spike really hard and really far, so it goes out of Westland's area, so it makes it an out, giving Westland another point, making the score 5-3, and Westland serves. Another point was given to Westland, making the score 6-3. And number 5 from Westland serves again. Number 3 makes it over the net, but makes it over the net and out of the playing field. So gives them an out, making the score 6-4. And number 0 from Matter serves. Number 5, when trying to throw it over the net, hits the net, giving Matter another point, making the score 6-5. 0 still serves from Matter. Now the scores are tied 6-6. Matter serves. Number 45 just puts too much power into the ball and makes it way too far, so gives Matter another point, breaking the score 6-7. Right now the score is 6-7. Westland has 6 points. Matter has 7 points. No, sorry. The score just changed. Westland has 6 points and Matter has 8 points. Number 0 from Matter serves. A lot of distraction from Westland, and they fail to get the ball out. So they give Matter another point, making the score change to 6-9. 6-9. Matter having 9 points and Westland having 6 points. So a timeout has been called. Five more seconds left in the timeout. Number 0 interrupted. Number 0 for Matter will be serving. Westland was about to hit it over the net, but it goes back down and gives Matter a point, making the score 6-10. Matter serving with number 0. Number 0 hits the net, giving Westland a point, making 7-10, and Westland getting to serve. Number 47 serving for Westland. Westland serves, but not, and then goes to Matter. I think number 8 is his number. Nope, number 2 from Matter. Tries to hit, but hits the net instead. So gives Westland a point. Westland serves. Now to Matter's side. Number 47 does a deep dive to save the ball and get it back to Matter. Number 2 does a spike and goes way too far, giving a point to Westland, making the score 9-10. Matters number 1, not realizing the ball went back down. Westland is made the gap close, and now the score is tied 10-10. Number 47 serves for Westland, gets it to Matter's side. Now it's back on Westland's side. Very much tipping over the slide of the net, trying to get the point. Then Westland does the same again and hits the thrower. So Westland gets a point, making the score 11-10. Number 47 will be serving for Westland again. A point was given to Matter. I wasn't watching to see what happened. So number 9 serves for Matter, and the score is 11-11 tied. A point was given to Westland, making the score 12-11, and number 2 from Westland serves. Number 1 trying to do a powerful strike to the back end of Matter's playing field, but is too far out, so makes it an out, giving Matter a point, making the score tied again, 12-12. And number 12 serving for Matter. I took a brief pause to recognize that I am super loud and the gym is super echoey. A substitution was made, number 8 for number 45, and Weston does get a point from this, and the score is 13-12. Number 8 serves. He serves mid over the net. Number 1 trying to go back for that powerful spike, but does not work for him, and again makes it an out. So the score is now tied 13-13. Number 9 does a powerful strike from Matter, but is too far, making it an out and giving Westland a point. So now the score is 14-13. Number 3 from Westland will be serving and serves. Number 12 catches it from Matter. Number 30 tries to do a powerful strike over the net, but number 45 blocks that ball back to their side, giving them a point, making the score 15-13. And number 3 will be serving again, but he hits the net. So that gives Matter point, making the score 15-14. Number 3 from Matter serves. 45 receives that ball from Westland. Number 1 finally gets that justified spike of the ball, hits Matter's playing field, and gives themselves a point. So number 1 will be serving again for Matter, and the score turns to 16-14. Westland trying to get that gap as big as possible for them to win the set. And Matter, not realizing the ball was not an out, gives Westland another point and giving them more of a greater advantage, making the score 17-14. And number 1 from Westland will be serving again. I don't know what happened there, but this is not soccer. Number 9 tries to, from Matter, looks like he kicked the ball over instead of hitting it. So that gives Westland a point, making it 18-14, a more greater advantage for Westland. Number 1 serves for Westland. Number 3 blocks it, but goes up in the air. Now let's see what happens. Number 9 tries to hit the ball back, but is too far back from the net. So it gives Westland another point, making the split a greater divide and making Westland 19 points and Matter 14 points, excuse me. Westland had served. Right now it's just the ball is going back and forth between both teams trying to get a point from themselves. Westland cannot get the ball over the net, so gives Matter point, making the score 19-15. Not the year. 19 points for Westland and 15 points for Matter. Matter serves. Both teams trying to just tap the ball in to get the ball to their side. Number 9 tries to tap it in from Matter, but doesn't realize it comes back down and gives Western a point, making the score 20-15. Not the year. So number 5 serves for Westland. Number 3 catches it from Matter. A miscommunication happens between number 13, number 0, and number 30 on Matter's side, and the ball dropped. So the ball goes to Westland, making the score 21-15, a greater divide of score, and and Westland spikes the ball, but spikes it a little bit too far out and gives Matter the point and the chance to serve, making the score 21-16. Yes, only 4 more points, Mr. Crimson, for them to win the set and possibly win the match. Number 45, replay. Number 45 tries to get the ball over the net. Number 9 catches it, does it back, but number 45 couldn't get it back over the net. It hits the net, gives Matter a point, making the score 21-17, and number 0 from Matter serves. Number 0 does a very low serve from Matter. Westland barely getting the ball over the net. Number 2 from Matter spiking way too far, way too hard. I thought it was an out, but according to the referee, it was still in. Gives Matter the ball back and makes the score 21-18. The point is rightfully returned back to Westland, seeing as one of the referees saw a different point of view, seeing that the ball was made an out. So the score changes to 22-17, and number 47 from Westland serves. Number 3 could not handle the power of number 45, and the ball goes. Sorry, the ball was attacking me. The ball goes way too far out for Matter on trying to get them back in control. So it gives Westland another point, making the score 23-17. Only 2 more points for Westland to win the set. Matter now realizing that that was another point because it was inside their playing field. It gives Westland another point, making the score 24-17. Number 47 from Westland will be serving once more. Matter scrambling not to get that ball back to Westland and trying to take them for themselves. Let's see what happens. Another point to Westland, making the score 25-17. And that looks like game over. Westland has won with 3 sets and Matter with 1 set. Now both teams showing good sportsmanship, wave at each other because of COVID restrictions. They cannot clap hands, but waving is exceptional. So that is the end of our first volleyball match. I hope you guys have enjoyed this live stream. If you enjoyed this live stream, please consider subscribing to the Westland Wildcat TV YouTube channel, where we'll show more of our sports live stream, like our winter sports that are happening, baseball, softball, and boys volleyball. If you really like our stuff, please consider turning on your post notifications so you get notified every time we start a new live stream for any of our sports. Thank you and have a good rest of your day.